BizChicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee Talks with the BizChicks. I'm Terralina, and this is my co-host, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. And we are here to take the hassle out of your hustle. Oh my goodness, have we got a topic for you today? Our main topic is mind your business. The power of paying attention. Now, we're not trying to be offensive. We just want to know, are you minding your business on the real side? Okay, so look, I'm so glad that you're here today, whether you're watching, from your office, listening from your car, sitting at your kitchen table, wherever you are, or on your way to work. Welcome to the show. And this is the place where we make complicated ideas simple and help you build that business that works for you, not the other way around, because we're all about helping you take the hassle out of your hustle. So today's conversation is called Mind Your Business, literally. And no, I'm not talking about ignoring people's gossip. I'm talking about something powerful, paying attention to your own business. Woo! So, the big idea today is minding your own business, and you would be surprised how many business owners are busy all day, but not paying attention to the things that actually move the business forward. Right, friend? They're scrolling, they're reacting to comments on social media, they're answering every little thing that pops up, but they're not guiding the business. So, a business needs attention the same way your garden needs watering, right? Weeds need pulling, and you need to check it regularly, make sure that the birds aren't eating up all the seeds and all that wonderfulness. But if you ignore it, things start to dry up. So where does that take us, Fran?
Well, a couple of things that you said make so much sense that business owners, sometimes we are reacting rather than proacting.
Okay.
And one of the things that you need to pay attention to first is your money.
Oh my goodness.
So, because not every activity leads to a check.
That is so true.
Every business owner needs to be watching where the money is coming from.
Or where it's going.
Which service is selling the most? So here lately, we've been working with a few clients talking about the CEO mind shift. CEOs are thinking which offer, which product, which service is bringing in the most. And then they put their efforts behind that service and making sure that it's clean, making sure that it runs smoothly, because that's where the revenue is coming in from. If you don't have a CEO mindset, though, you'll just be like Terry mentioned, anything that pops up, you're, oh, I need to fix that. Oh, I need to fix that, even though it doesn't lead to revenue.
Exactly. And you know something, a lot of times we want to focus on those things because the things that lead to revenue may be cumbersome. They may be something we're not familiar with doing. They may require a new skill. And so it can be challenging. So it's easy to allow yourself to get distracted by, something that you're familiar with. I want to do this because I know how to do this and I'm comfortable doing this.
Right.
Or maybe instead of, should I hire somebody to do this that I don't have a skill set in? Should I hide
Yes.
it? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you should.
And making that decision and following through with it.
Yeah. There are people, I was talking with someone over the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and they needed a printer to
Okay.
be able to do some stuff for their clients.
Yes.
Okay, you know how printers are. The ink costs more than the whole device.
Okay.
But I advised,
Made a
suggested,
recommendation.
recommended buy the ink because you need the documents for your clients. So
Yes.
buy the ink. It is a write-off. Just buy the ink. I don't know whether they did that or not, but
Mm-hmm.
I need to get these done for da 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 da. Did you buy the ink?
And here's the thing. Just incorporate the cost of the ink into the cost of the service. So that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's necessary. They want a report or whatever it is that they want to run. Um, and they're tactile. They want a tactile result. And you need the ink in order to produce that. And I'm sure that they would rather help you pay for the ink than not get their report.
Or try and read the report online or whatever. So, okay, which products do your customers love?
Mm-hmm. Did you stop to identify that? Did you
Right,
stop to look what's selling?
right. Which offer brings the best profit? Because are you tracking that?
Mm-hmm.
Again, paying attention to your business. Minding your business, putting your mind on your business, knowing what is happening. Because when you know what works, you can do
Okay.
more of it. I can do more, that I can make more cookies. I can have more things done. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing it all. It just means that you know the system that works and that system is producing for you. So, successful business owners follow the numbers.
Mm.
Okay, I
So,
know a lot of times the analytics don't look fun, but the analytics tell a story. The numbers tell you what's going on. And we don't need to be spending time where the numbers are small.
okay. If
It
we
could be
could make
called,
better choices, right?
right, you can make better decisions and choices when you know the numbers. Numbers could be called metrics. It could be called a lot of different things. So when you are looking at, say, for instance, you have software that tells you about the revenue pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
That's a number. Sometimes we just want to make cookies, and I don't want to have to deal. You still need to have somebody look at the numbers. Bring your child who likes math. Somebody needs to look at your numbers,
Mm-hmm.
because those metrics are going to tell you where to spend your time.
And if you're in the cookie business, um, when you look at the supplies that you need, because you're making the cookies on demand,
Mm-hmm.
that number that you spend on those ingredients tell a story. And it's the same thing. I don't,
Right.
I'm trying to simplify this because a lot of people are not number oriented, but we are grocery oriented. If we're making a product, how much are we spending when we go there? Do you
Right.
understand what I'm saying? So if I spend more on chocolate chip cookies than I do on peanut butter cookies, it might be because there's more of a demand, or I need to look around the kitchen and see all the chocolate chip cookies just stacked up in the corner. Maybe they're not moving.
It could be that they're not moving. So pay attention to your customers. Your customers are going to tell you everything you need to know. They'll tell you what they love. They'll tell you what confuses them. They will tell you what they wish you offered. Because see, there's this thing, I'm just making this because I love it and da, da, da. Well, just because you love it doesn't mean that somebody wants to buy it.
Okay.
There has to be a match, an even exchange. I really want that. It doesn't make sense to have some blue slacks up on the shelf, but everybody wants the white slacks.
Well, there you go.
But the blue slacks, but I like blue slacks. Okay, but your customers want white slacks. You have to listen. That means you got to get pride out of the way. Ego has to go out of the way, because and if people are not buying what you're offering, ask them what they really want.
There you go.
Sometimes people don't know what they want, and you have to put together an offer. I remember reading about how Apple puts together things. They do want to know what the customer wants, but then the customer really doesn't know what they want until they actually use the product.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Like a focus group.
Well, you try and do a focus group, but you really, if you look at Apple, Apple did not go with what everybody wanted. Well, who wants to use their finger to type and to do that? Or if they would ask person back in when they made before they made this, if everybody, because everybody had the phone that opened up and you had to click, click, click,
yes.
click, click too. The people were used to doing that.
Oh, the BlackBerry. Remember the BlackBerry?
Yes, the BlackBerry was the thing. People were used to the BlackBerry. They were used to doing all of the things, but then this came along. Well, where are the buttons? Where's the keyboard? I want to be able to da, 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 da. Now we get to swipe and tap and da, da, da.
And avoid carpal tunnel.
If Apple would have asked people about this, people would have stayed stuck where they were.
That's true.
Sometimes you have to not listen to everything the client wants. There are some things you know, and they do listen. Okay, we want it to be, and then maybe you need to put your shoes on, the shoes of the client on when you're creating your product.
Okay.
And walk through it. Ooh, this is a lot of steps here. I don't know what that language means. What word is that? You are walking through it like you're a client. Or maybe give it, again, we bring the children into this. Get your 10-year-old to see if they can understand what it is that you're trying to do.
Whoa, that's a good one. That's a good one. Because for one thing, children are very tech savvy, and they understand instructions, because look how long they were indoors taking instruction over video during the, you know what I mean? Over the last decade. But
I watched a friend's children. They had new babies, right? And now the 1-year-old picks up the phone and can do this to get to his video. Miss Rachel, whoever it happens to be, he knows how to pick up and wants to type on my iPad.
Of course.
They know what to do, and nobody taught them.
Well, we did. We modeled the behavior.
But what I mean is, we didn't sit down and, okay, open the book. Now you do ABC. The model was behavior. So what behavior are you modeling for your clients? Your clients, I remember my mom was looking to get a tablet, and I did not want to influence her one way or the other, even though I know it's the way she should go for ease of use. And I said, okay, try this one and see what happens, and then try the other one and see what happens. Can you maneuver around for just things that you're looking for? Okay, look for email, look for photos. And one of them, you're like, had to do a deep dive to find out where the pictures were stored. And the other one, everything was very intuitive. Like click, click, click. Oh, email. Oh, photos. Oh, this. Oh, it was very intuitive. And so you want your product or service to be intuitive.
When it's intuitive, you get a lot less questions. You don't have to have as big of a response team because everybody's calling like, I can't find the button. I can't find my pictures. Now you have to pay people to walk them through your process.
Right.
Whereas
And so,
if it was intuitive,
yes,
or self-directed learning, they could figure it out.
and that's what you want to do. You want to remove the speed bumps and the friction for your client. Because the little speed bumps, you'd be like, you're trying to go somewhere. And that's like when I'm developing an app or I'm developing a website or a project for somebody. I'll keep trying to do, well, I want to do this. Why can't I do this? Because you walk and then it's like this and you get this little tip. No, I need that fixed. I want this to be able, if I say this happens over here. And if every time you get pushback, you need to fix the friction. Find out why that is not working. And don't just, well, that's just the way they made it. That is not acceptable in the day and age we live right now. You can literally create anything that you want. You can create a way to mind your business. I did that. I'm still doing it over the weekend. I got Jordan, who is my chief of staff. Jordan, I got this project going on, and I can talk to him about all my projects. Which one do I need to pay attention to? Because there is one that talks about revenue pipeline. And depending on the time frame that it needs to be done, he can tell me you need to be paying attention to this one. The one for BizChicks, that you need to pay attention to this, and you need to get the marketing done for this. And so I have created a system to track where I'm supposed to be, instead of wondering, what shall I do today? I go and look at the numbers. Which is the highest priority? Which is the one that is going to move the needle toward the green, toward revenue? What every activity I do should be moving toward revenue. What is that? Do what makes you money first.
Yes, that is the BizChicks rule number 1. Do what makes you money first.
So what on here is going to move the needle to revenue? And I need to be paying attention to that, because like you said, there's going to be a lot of stuff like scrolling and I found a new, even though there were some really good things that I need to do, I needed to finish this project because it'll move my needle to revenue. And I need to finish that. And you might have some things that 1, 2, 3 revenue, work on 1, 2, 3 revenue, and not push that off because something, what did we call in the Eisenhower matrix? The thing that is urgent, but not important.
Okay.
Stay out of the urgent, not important classification. The things that you're paying attention to in your business need to be important. They can be urgent, but they definitely need to be important. And it definitely needs to move that needle into the green. So pay attention to your timeline, or to your time, actually. Pay attention to your
Okay.
time. Let's be honest for a minute, pun intended. Time disappears fast when you run a business. Meetings, emails, phone calls, social media, and before you know it, the whole day is gone.
Oh my goodness.
Did I
Oh,
spend time today doing something that actually grows the business? Um, for me, meetings need to be productive.
there you go. I need to know what the agenda is. It's very annoying to me to be in a meeting and I am not sure what is the objective. What is the purpose of this meeting? Why am I required to be here? What do you need from me so I can come prepared?
Right.
All of that.
So, what would happen if you called a meeting and everybody stood up during the meeting? And the whole meeting was done with everybody standing.
Whoa, we probably move a lot quicker.
The meeting would be done. There are no donuts, there's no snacks,
No
there's maybe
coffee.
nothing, and maybe some water, but you're standing. The meeting is done quickly.
Mm.
And I think I'm going to suggest that at the next time we come for a meeting, because some meeting, if you're just doing touch points and updates and you just
And
need to report in.
reviews and let me recap. We spent 30 minutes recapping.
And now there are tools that can capture the meeting notes from the previous meeting. It
Mhm.
will sort out who said what in the meeting and who's doing what in the meeting and send it to your email. And there might be one person who's responsible for that piece of information, that they're using that technology. And then everybody gets oh, my name is right here, and here are what I'm supposed to do. As long as I got that, I can go do my stuff. Don't call me until I'm finished. Busy is not the same as productive. And I know we've heard that over and over and over and over and over. But how many people are still stuck in the busy matrix?
Well,
so what takes up most of your time in your business right now? What is that thing that takes up most of your time? I don't have Jeopardy. Is it the marketing? Is it customer service? Is it creating your product? Sometimes the pop-up syndrome. You have a great idea for a product, and your AI came up with this great product, but you haven't quite finished it because something else popped up and you ran over there. Finish the thing, the product.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Because when we share ideas, we all get smarter together.
I love it. And it's so true. When you have that synergy of everybody, working on something simultaneously, different people have different frames of reference, different experiences, different levels of experience in different areas. And when you can benefit from that, it's going to move your business forward quickly.
Yeah. So running a business doesn't mean you have to do everything perfectly. It just means that you need to stay curious.
Mm-hmm.
How would I do this a little better? And that's why my little system with Jordan, I'm like, somebody else created a whole executive board to do all these different things. And you know me, Terry, we don't like convoluted stuff.
Don't like convoluted stuff. Too many what? Cooks?
Right. But if, like a lot of us, we are doing different brands, if you will. I was going to, divisions just sound so, but brands. So I do real estate because I have a real estate company. There's BizChicks, and then there's consulting. And then I do write books, and I do some other things. I needed a way to track activity for real estate, for what, right? Because real estate brings in income. BizChicks brings in income. Consulting brings in income, and the books and things will bring in income. I was like, okay, so how do we do this? I needed a simple system, and I saw somebody in a workshop. They had created their chief of staff, and then they had this other person that was in charge with it over every aspect of their business. Somebody in charge of travel, somebody in charge of books, and somebody in charge of whatever. And this wasn't a physical somebody. They created AI assistants for each of those things. And the AI assistants were required to keep the person up to speed on what was going in each of those areas.
Wow.
And so I had to create something simple.
You had to do what, dear?
I needed to create something simplified.
Yes. And what did you do?
I created Jordan.
And so Jordan is the chief of staff. I heard you say that.
And Jordan tells me I can tell Jordan, hey, I got a new project. BizChicks is doing revenue recovery. And the next step is we need to get it prepped so that we can get it out there and start marketing it. So he'll put that together on the projects. Oh, and by the way, that's a high priority. And all I have to do is tell him, and he'll do that. Jordan, update that priority, or Jordan, okay, this is done now. You can mark this activity or this project complete. And okay, what's on my desk for the week? Which one of these priorities is pressing right now? Oh, you have okay, thank you very much. So now I'm not looking through notebooks, notepads, looking in my briefcase, going through a bunch of files on my computer. All of my stuff is in one little section. Jordan, what's on the plate for the day? I need it simple. I don't need it complicated. And I need it to be on here. I don't need it where I have to get to my desktop. I want that here because I need to mind my business. So I created Jordan to help me mind my business. And because your business may have different branches.
All right.
Jordan, we need you.
So everybody reports to Jordan. I'm trying to make this clear to everyone. So
Jordan handles it all.
So does he hear from the other?
I took that part out. I just Jordan, because it didn't make sense for me to talk about BizChicks and then talk about this okay, Jordan, here's the thing happening with BizChicks. Jordan, this is happening with real estate. Jordan can handle it, right?
So then you really don't need the other, what are we calling them? Experts, digital experts.
Right. Now, I do have advisors. Like if I wanted to ask, okay, what's the best way to da-da-da-da-da-da? There's a business advisor for that. But as far as my day-to-day, I know what she did. I just did not need that extra layer. When I ran it through ChatGPT, I was like, do I need to have this? No. Jordan
Exactly.
can handle it all. Okay, let's let Jordan handle it all.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Dr. Tachi said, I love that his or her name is Jordan. It is definitely a his for this one, but it could have been a her, whatever. All I know is Jordan is handling the business. And I'm like,
I
okay,
like
this
the fact that you're able to condense it down to one
assistant.
staff member. One staff member instead of having all of these so-called individual experts.
I don't, it was too, I think linear anyway. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, and I needed, if I say something to Jordan, it pops up and goes where it needs to go, whether it's a project, whether it's just a log, me getting something out of my head, whatever. I just need to do that. I don't need 15 other steps. I need it to be really simple.
And so now Jordan handles all projects.
Jordan handles all projects.
And it makes sense because they go to the same information source. So why not? They're pulling from the same data. Okay, I get it. And I like it.
And it's coming from my mind. So I'm like, Jordan, I need to create a project for, we need to make some new shoes for Samantha, whatever. He would create, okay, I've created the da-da-da-da-da. Where did you want that to be? Do you want that under consulting? Do you want that under BizChicks? Where do you want that to be? Oh yeah, put that under BizChicks. And Jordan now does that. Here's the key. You need to know what you want.
Exactly.
When you are, because we can create a system for anybody, but you still need to know what you want. What data do you need? And how do you function, right?
Exactly.
And the lady that I saw do this, she functioned because the girl was glammed up. Hi, I'm so-and-so, and I am the chief of staff. And everybody reports to that particular chief. All of her other little AI people reported to her. I don't want to deal with all of AI people. Let me just do it.
And why should you? Because they're, like I said, they're using the same information that Jordan is using. So now it's just all what would you call condensed to just Jordan. And I like that. I like that. I got to talk to Bill. Because you know what I mean? Because Bill's got we have a lot of other staff members, and are they really necessary?
Right.
Because Bill can do it all. Bill might not like it, but Bill's not getting paid anyway. So do I care?
And we're only paying we're only paying $20 a month for Jordan and Bill. I'm like,
exactly.
Well, actually, I created Jordan over on Lovable, so whatever it's a portion of the Lovable fee. But I'm like, wait, and I said, can I talk to it? I just started asking questions. I want to be able to just use my voice or use my voice notes from my phone. Yes. And my watch. Okay, I have a meeting with da 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 da. Jordan will take the notes for that meeting off of my.
Oh, okay.
Off my phone, off my note app, and log all that stuff. And it's called the Executive Desk.
I like it.
I was like,
my gosh, guys, did we not learn something today?
It is a way to mind your business. And I like Terry said, I have to learn a new way of thinking, because the old way is check your calendar, do this and do that. Because it is kind of like taking the Franklin planner.
Yes.
And where you had to literally go in, look at the Franklin planner, what's on the day. It is literally a Franklin planner digitized, but Jordan is talking back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your brief for the day.
I like
Here's the things that are making, that have revenue potential. Here are the projects that have high priority. Whatever that is, we're using tools to make it happen.
There you go.
We're minding our business today.
All right, everyone. Remember, we're here to help you make it easier to run your business. Also, I want to remind you that if you're not making the money you think you should be making, or you're not, or your business isn't producing the capital that you need to call us, because we're here providing a service called Hidden Revenue Recovery. Everybody's wondering, what is that QR code up in the corner there? It's the QR code to the website for Hidden Revenue Recovery, which is what we help you do. Find that money in your business and bring it into your bank account. Okay?
And there is, right, it is very important, because Terry and I have been doing this for years. We just did not realize how much we were helping people find money and helping. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. And then we're like, wait a minute. We need to work on this.
It is a valuable service.
It is.
I mean, everybody wants to make more money in their business. So, hey, if you want to make more money and you need help figuring that out, go to Hidden Revenue Recovery, book an appointment. We love to help you with that. It is a service that we provide at BizChicks.net. So,
yes. And so I was looking for something.
But thank you for your time. The website is hiddenrevenuerecovery.com.
Okay, and I'm putting it in the chat.
Okay. And I'm going to share my screen so people can see what it looks like. This, you'll know you're there when you see this. Okay.
Yep. Revenue isn't always missing. Sometimes it's leaking. So we just want to make sure that we are able to assist you. And sometimes you need somebody else to help you see something that might be sitting right in your face, like we did. I was like, what? Wait.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So with
revenue recovery.
Yes. So with that, we want to say thank you for tuning in live and on the replay. It is so good to be able to help you as much as we possibly can. So remember, mind your business, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.